Hello my crafty friends, and welcome back to another Altenew Ambassador YouTube video. Please check the details for the discount code. You add the mini blending brush with the flat bristles to your cart and use the code JENBRUSH at the checkout, and you get that for free from today all the way up until March 30th. All right, so you can see most of the products I'm going to be using for this project laid out here. Now, the star of the show is this Mini Delight Stylish Shades Stamp and Die Set. Definitely a tongue twister. So I've got a sample of what we're going to be creating during this video, and I'm going to alter it very slightly, but all the techniques are the same. So first thing I want to do is I'm going to get some of my Altenew masking paper, and I'm going to take the glasses frame, so the frame of the glasses, and I'm going to die cut this with the masking paper. Now what I want to do is I want to make sure I've got a little extra negative. I don't want to go too close to the die cut because we're going to be using that to assist us in masking off that surrounding area. Now I've got my card panel ready to go in my stamp wheel, and I'm going to pull the flowers out from the set, and I'm just going to stamp those in the jet black ink. And I do a few impressions just because I want a really nice bold impression. So now what I'm going to do is I want to figure out where I want to add color on these flowers. I only want the color on this image to come through on the glasses, so just come through on the lenses, and this is why we're masking off the area. So you can see I put the glasses down, and now I'm taking that negative die cut area and adding that. Now you'll notice there's just like this tiny hairline of the image coming through between the two masking pieces, so I just add a little bit of satin tape just in case. I don't think it'll go through, but just in case it does, I want to make sure that that's covered up. All right, so now we're going to start with the first layer for the first flower, and that's A1. Now this is pretty easy to line up. The only reason I slightly struggle with it is because I can only see, 1.5 petals of the image. But other than that, these layers line up really, really easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here for this layer with a nice light pink. So that is the dusty pink. And this pink is from the Blushberry Fresh Dye ink set. And I'm also going to be using the Raspberry Sunset from that same set. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my micro blending brush, this is with the flat head, and I'm just going to add a little bit of ink with that brush to the base of the petals, so closer to the center of the flower, and that's just going to give me a little bit more depth. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but I thought it would be, kind of a nice touch. And I really just keep stamping both of these colors, the lighter color and the darker color, just until I'm happy with what I've got. All right, now another reminder that there is a layering guide with this set for these layered stamps. Okay, so now we're going to move on to B1. So this is the second layer of the next flower. Again, takes me a minute to line it up because I can't see much of the flower. But like I said, once it's lined up, easy to go. I do the same thing with the inks. I use the same colors, same technique with that brush. Now you'll notice there is a third and fourth layer for the centers. I'm not going to use those. I'm going to use my alcoholic markers because there is so little of those centers peeking through that it would take me significantly longer to line up those other layers and stamp them when I can just come in with some alcohol markers. So I pulled out my Sunshine Valley markers, and I'm using Honey Drizzle and Citrus Burst from the yellows. And for the leaves, I'm going to use the Grass Field and the Firefly. Now, once I'm done coloring the leaves, I do come in with the colorless blender and just remove some of that ink on certain areas of the leaves, just hoping to get a little bit more depth. All right, so all finished with the coloring and stamping. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove that masking paper as well as that satin tape. Now, anytime I put any sort of adhesive, even if it's a Post-it note, I take my time and very slowly and very carefully remove it from the card panel. I have had Post-it notes tear my cardstock, and so I'm always overly cautious when pulling off any sort of adhesive from a card panel. All right, so here it is. That's ready to go. We are going to move on to the glasses themselves. So I've grabbed some scrap paper in the white as well as the brushed rose metallic cardstock and die cut all of the pieces. Now the brushed rose is used just for those accents on the glasses. So the one at the bridge of the nose, as well as those accents on the left and right side. Now, first thing I'm gonna do is I am gonna use the Morning Frost on the arms of those glasses. So I just put the ink down, there's no shading, depth, anything like that. And I'm gonna come back in with the same pinks we used on the flowers. And I'm gonna use those on the main part of the frame. So that dusty pink is on the largest part of the frames, and then that accent part, I'm not even sure what to call this. The other piece that goes on top of the frames, I am using Raspberry Sunset. Okay, now all the ink is dried on these and it's time to start adhering the arms to the frames themselves. Now you'll notice here we've got some shapes, okay? And this is that keyhole system that Altenew likes to use. So you'll see that the arms here, the shape on this arm lines up with the shape on that side of the frame. And same thing for the other arm, you can see that shape lines up. So that's where you would adhere it, and of course you adhere it to the back like the glasses are folding it down. Again, Altenew always has that layering guide on their packaging. So what I'm doing is exactly that. I'm adhering the one arm to the one side of the frame, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some of that glue to other areas of the frame because I want that arm glued in every spot to that frame. Because then I have to come back in and I need to cut part of those arms out, right? Because I want to be able to see completely through those lenses. Now, a couple of ways I did this. I did this a couple of ways. I used scissors as well as a crafting knife. Now, you could see I come in here with a crafting knife. Problem is I didn't wait long enough for that glue to dry. So I still had some movement there. So I come back in, re-glue it, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave that alone for a few minutes and just go get the other areas. And the crafting knife works really well. Again, you can use scissors. I'm just always worried that I'm gonna end up cutting the actual frame, the lenses part of the frame, when I use scissors. So it's entirely up to you how you want to do this. Another way that you can do it is you can actually just lay the arm down and mark on the arm where the lenses area part of the frame sits and then cut it there and then adhere it. So really whatever works for you is fine. So you can see I'm just finishing the layering of all of the pieces. I've put in that bridge part of the nose. I've put in that top layer on the frames. Now I'm gonna come in for those little accent pieces on the frame. They're super tiny. Now there is a little spot on that layer that has been embossed, just so it shows you where to go. I'm having a hard time seeing it on mine. That could be due to the ink blending. I don't know, but I mean, this is not hard. There it is, ready to go. All right, so now we're gonna come back to my panel and I wanna add a little bit of sunshine at the top. I don't know why I didn't do this earlier. I have my process. There's certain things I like to wait to do, and when it comes to this, and I do this a lot because I love the idea of sunshine kind of coming down and glowing on some flowers, I always wait to the last minute to do this, you know, with the exception of the sentiment, because I always wait to do the sentiment too. So, all right, so pull the sentiment out. I'm really just gonna stamp that with black ink, I put my die cut down there just because it helps let me know where to put that sentiment down. Now I haven't adhered the die cuts to the card panel quite yet, just because once the sentiment is down, I am going to trim this down. And I don't like to trim my panels until the sentiment's down, because if the sentiment is slightly off, I can actually trim my card panel down to make my sentiment straight. All right, so I trimmed that down because I've added the sentiment, and I've trimmed it down, and I'm now going to adhere it to some black cardstock, just because that'll give me a nice black frame around that panel. All right, so now I'm going to come in and I'm going to add some Instant Dimension foam tape, and this is the new black Instant Dimension foam tape from Altenew. So excited that they have that. I don't even have to use my fun foam anymore. And what I'm doing is I'm adding that Instant Dimension foam tape to the top part of the frames as well as the center, then a little bit of liquid glue to the bottom part of those frames. Because I own glasses, that's how glasses sit when they're folded on a table with the lenses facing up. So that's kind of how I added it to this card panel. So you can see once the frames are down, you'll notice that the only colored part of those flowers and leaves is when you're looking through those lenses. And I love the sentiment, "Life's Sunny with You." I think works perfectly. You've got the sun kind of shining down. And here you can see my other project. Same idea, same thing, but you'll notice that the lenses sit more so at the center of the flowers instead of just the top portion of the flowers. Okay, that's it for this project. Just a reminder about that code for those blending brushes in the details below. You will also find a link to my blog post if you just want to look at still shots of the project in the description below as well.
Time to get the paper and glue, making something happy and new.